Hello everybody, this is Alper from Xtensio. Today I want to walk you through the new engagement analytics feature. Um, this is very powerful. It's going to help you understand your content better, help you understand your audience better, and it's going to help you create better content to reach that audience. Let's dive right in. So once your folio starts getting viewed, once you start sharing it, this is going to start populating. There's a good chance that your existing folios already have some stats, so you go check that out. And I'm going to show you how to do that. But this page starts with basic stats. So when this was last saved, when it was created, how many edits there are on it, how many revisions have been saved, if it's password protected, how many times it has been downloaded, and then comes the engagement analytics. So in this case, over the last 4 weeks, which you can change here, or you can set a custom date and you can see it as daily, weekly, and if it's a longer period, monthly as well, you get to see how many people have viewed it, and then how many of those people are actually unique visitors, and then how much time on average they've spent on this folio, and what is the average completion rate, meaning people on average have seen 29% of this folio. But it gets more interesting as you dive more in. In this case, this folio has a bunch of different sections, and we're able to see how much time people have spent on each section. This gives you an idea about which sections are getting the most attention and which ones are being skipped the fastest. These names are coming from your titles for those sections. So we look at the H1, H2, etc., and then keep going down until we can find something to identify this section. A folio can be modified over time. So there's a chance that for this time frame, maybe there were some sections that got deleted, maybe new ones are added towards the end. So you get to see an overview of everything that has happened within this time period, which is in this case 4 weeks. You'll also see how many times each section has been viewed. On the right side, we got a map that shows how many people from any location have seen your folio. Clicking on any of these dots is going to give you a list of everybody from that location who has viewed this. Going down, you get to see the devices that these people are using to view your folio. In this case, 83% of the people have seen this on a desktop, while 16% has seen it on mobile and 1% on tablets. This also gives you a breakdown of all the clicks. So there has been 2 clicks, and these are the things that got clicks. This folio, this particular template, has been created in partnership with badgermapping.com. So they got a 1 click out of this basically within that time frame. And we also got another click to another template that was linked within this template. And that gives us a click rate of 1.11% in this case. Then it gets really detailed. We're able to see actually the individual visits and what has happened in those visits. So in these views, we see that some anonymous users have visited this folio, and we're able to see how much of the content they have consumed, how much time they've spent on it, if they've clicked on anything, if they're a first-time user, where they're from visiting, and if they're what kind of browser they're using. If somebody's coming multiple times, you also see their total view numbers, which is very valuable as well. And as you can see, when you mouse over these sections, so this user, for example, has seen this the 17%, 2 sections of this folio, and has spent on average 1.4, 1.5 seconds on those sections. Remember, because Xtensio sections can be different heights, there's a use case where multiple sections are on the screen, so you get to see if they're seeing 2 things at the same time, then this time per section shows for each of them. If a user is anonymous, in most cases you'll share a link and that person is not a logged in user, Xtensio user, you will see that person as an anonymous user. But if you're sharing, let's say, with a team member who's also an Xtensio user, In that case, you would see their name here, so you understand exactly who did what, when they did it, and what they cared about in your document. You're also able to sort these views in different ways as well, so you can see who has visited it the most, who has clicked the most, and how much time was, who has spent the most time on your folio. To enable stats, to be able to see these stats, you need to turn on link sharing and share your folio with the link. Remember, Xtensio folios are responsive, meaning they look good on mobile devices as well. So it doesn't matter what people are viewing, using to view your folio. You start collecting data when you share your folio with a link. To maybe give you a little overview about how to do that. So here's an example folio. So you finish your work. Maybe you need to download it and send it as a PDF. But if you go to share and turn link sharing on and send this link, you will get a notification the minute somebody views your folio for the first time. We got a couple of notifications that's going to help you see who has visited your folio or how many times it has visited. You get with the first view you get a notification, and then with different intervals you'll get a couple of more notifications letting you know that there's some data for you to look at here. So I think this is going to be a great addition to your arsenal. For sales teams, it doesn't have to have this folio has some views. If you go a longer period, like the whole entire time, so it's been viewed a lot of times. That may not be the case for you if you're just sharing a private document. Maybe it's a pitch, maybe you're talking to some investors, maybe it's a client, or maybe it's a proposal, or maybe it's an internal report. In any case, you'll be able to see in detail how your content is being received. And this also helps a lot of internal teams make a case to their management saying, look, what we're doing here with our content is working, or it helps them understand the areas that needs improvement better. I'm starting to see, this is a very new feature. We launched this I think about a week ago. It's still in beta and it's available to all Xtensio users while in beta. And so far we're seeing sales teams tracking their proposals, pitches, case studies, fact sheets, one-pagers, etc. With this, we're also seeing internal teams tracking their reports and their specs documents, their requirement documents with these. We're also seeing HR teams tracking their employee onboarding, etc. So I hope it proves to be useful for you as well. And as always, feel free to reach out for more information. We're always happy to jump on a call and give you a detailed, personalized tour of everything Xtensio has to offer. Thank you for listening.